So here's the latest builds. C24. The silver one, the blue one. I actually, the silver one's already, it's running. I let my girls play with this one. I like it too, but I let them play with it. I separated the remotes. I didn't put this on the FS remote. I put it on I actually put it on the team associated remote, since I don't use it. So it runs off of this bad boy, which is a good remote. But I did that specifically so my girls can run them, and I can run my trucks too. You know, they don't have to all try to share a remote. They can crawl with daddy. So the interesting thing about this, there's two different builds I started. The first one was like I ordered from AliExpress, and it got the customs, and it got held up at customs. So I was like, oh man, not again. Like last time this happened to me, the package got lost and I didn't receive it. So being that I wanted the truck really bad, I ended up ordering another one from eBay, right? I spent $30 for this one, right, from AliExpress, which eventually came. I'll get to the point. And then like 40 or 50, I think it was like 53 for this one, because it was already in the United States, and it was quick. It was quick. It came quick. It was like 3 days it got here, so it wasn't like, you know, no wait time and all of that. But, you know, if I was more patient, I would only have one truck. But overall, it paid out. I got two trucks of these, two of the same, just like I have two C14s. I got two C24s, which is good because, like I said, my kids, they can play with them too. It's not just for me. I mean, you know, you can only drive one car at a time. So, all right. The point is that I did some rearranging and some changes. Of course, I painted the body silver, which I like. I didn't put the seat in, but I did do the splitter. I used the battery, the JST splitter, so I can run two batteries. I have a lot of those. I ordered them, and they do like a package, like 10 of them, whatever. So I put that in here, so now I can run two batteries in here. It gives it longer times, like, you know, versus the battery that it comes with. You know, I can run twice the amount of time, and it's a little faster. It gives a little more boost because they're 2S's, small 2S's, but they're you know, they're good. Now the dilemma is, I put a lot of energy into to this blue one here, right? Not so much in the silver one. It was just like everything on here is pretty much stock except for the wheels and the shocks. The shocks I took from an old like crawler that I took apart, which was another cheesy crawler. It was a cheesy crawler that I ended up just parting out. It was one of those, you know, real cheap kind of ones, but wasn't really like what I wanted, so I just took it apart. And I used the shocks on this, which they work great. Great for this bad boy. You know? Let's see if we can see it here. You know, here's the shocks that it come with. And I changed the wheels. I took the metal wheels off the black truck, and I put new wheels on that one. That one's got some 110 scale wheels, just like this blue truck here. So here, there's the dilemma. The dilemma. The dilemma. Yeah, I'm on the floor again. I like the floor. I don't know. I'm comfortable down here. Most people work on their desk and they just show you their hands and stuff, which is fine. That's to each his own. I'm here in your face on the floor, up close, showing you what I do. All right, so now I put these big shocks on here and metal linkage. My own creation for the steering, from parted out from another truck. So it's got full metal steering, big, super metal bar for steering, right? It's real good, all right? Only problem is, like, these shocks are they're a little stiff. They got some bounce to them, right? It's just they're too high. It sits the truck up too high. So I went and I bought some metal drive shafts, which you don't see on here, right? Because I bought the metal drive shaft and they didn't work too well. I should have got the original metal drive shafts that I have on my other truck that actually came with like the kit with the motor and the bearings and all etc. But I decided, I'm gonna do something different. So I bought metal drive shafts separately. The silver, kind of giving it a look, blah blah blah, and they weren't too good. The grub screws were too small. They stripped out, or they didn't strip out. They just didn't really lock in, and they you just wasn't. And actually, the pin set on one of them came out, so they were really like defected. So I was like, dude, now I gotta buy another drive shaft for this bad boy. But on top of that, because it sits so high, it wasn't really getting the action that I need because it sits high. Like, all right, here, let's see comparison, right? Let's see, do a comparison. You see, this one sits about right here, right? Let's move back a little bit, and this one sits like this, like monstrous over it. And I want that. I want that. I want it to be different. I don't want it to be like this one. This one sits almost at the regular height, which is cool. It's very cool. But this one, I want it to sit higher. I want it to be higher off the ground. I want it to be like it's a lift. But I gotta get a good drive shaft that's gonna hold. So I might just have to order the regular one and see if that'll hold. If not, then I have to lower the suspension. I'm gonna have to soften the suspension and get different ones. Or I was thinking of, I have these like braces that I took out. They're really can you see that? They're really shock mounts. And I was gonna incorporate the shock mounts and screw them in here and then lower the steering links and the pull rods and put those on there. If it works. I'm experimenting with this. This truck is experimental. But I want it to be this big. I want it to be a little different than the other one. See? Look. See how tall it sits compared to this one? Like, it sits... Yeah, let's see. It sits taller. Look at that. It's about a half an inch and a half taller than this one. It's like it's towering. And so it'll be a great run. Until then, though, like I said, this one's up and running. Really cool. Really nice. My girls like it. They like playing Uber. They play Uber driver. They put like people in the back and drive it around the house and like they're picking people up. It's cool. It's fun to me. I like, and then I get mine, and they want to play Uber with mine. I'm like, nah, I'm just driving around, and I end up hitting theirs and knocking the people out. Daddy. And then this one here, right? This is my next. So we're gonna get this going. You see what I did at the wheels on here? These are the standard wheels, big nice wheels, and they're soft. They're not too hard. They're not too soft, but they'll be pretty good for this. These actually came off the Remo. My Remo Fast Track. Here, I'll show you real quick. I'm gonna end this. I added these rims to the Remo. I'll put these rims over here. Let me move these out the way. Real quick. All right. You know this thing. See? See that? I got these wheels on here now. And I added new shocks to this bad boy. Which I have extra pair of shocks on. These, they feel pretty soft. I might have to put these on, the same shocks on that truck. Maybe that might work. I don't know. I'm going to experiment. This bad boy is in the making too. Final Remo Part 2 is coming out. I got lights on here. I'm waiting for the brushless motor. I had to get a refund because they sent me a motor and it never came. I got my money back, right? And then I ordered another one. So that one's in the process of getting there. So I can put that brushless motor in here and make that into the next one, to the next level. All right, well, that's just a quick talk. Nothing big. Just working on stuff and trying to keep it moving, keep it interesting. Very good hobby. I enjoy it. I think I want to try to build a crawler from scratch. I've been debating it. It's gonna be like, it's a nice project. I'm not gonna try to buy all the pieces at once, but I'm looking at maybe a nice little amount just to try to get it to a personal crawler, a customized crawler. Just because I like doing this, I just like building the stuff, and I like driving them. But it's kind of like a mental release when you're building it. It's you know, if anyone has a job, which I know we pretty much all of us do, something like this, when the hobby comes in place and you can tinker and you can really put your mind onto something versus the things that go around you, like TV and, the drama. This is like putting together a puzzle, except you can customize the puzzle. Mental release. I like it. I enjoy it. But on that note, I want you guys to take care. Like, share, subscribe. Tell me what you think. I'm gonna do some more run videos real soon. It's been raining, foggy. I've been tired from work. I still like running my cars, but just like sometimes it's work to film and run, you know. So sometimes I just want to just drive them around for that mental release and not film. But I'm gonna bring you some more footage real soon. All right, guys, take care.